Hey everybody, it's Justin, your guide into the Runiverse. It is going to be an exciting week. Next week, November 8th, we're about to see the drop of the Eve of Memory gameplay event for the Forgotten Rune Wizard Cult. There's going to be a pre-alpha preview to experience a part of the MMORPG that has been in the works for a long while, about 2 years now. We saw the trailer, we saw the Watcher's Ring Mint, we saw the gameplay, as well as, the possibility of earning land in the game. So it's definitely going to be interesting. I would definitely recommend watching this video on 2x speed because we're going to cover a lot and everything you really need to know. So first of all, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the trailer for the Eve of Memory event. Then we'll take a look at the blogs. We'll break it down and we'll figure out what's going on here. So right off the bat, I'll just drop it. We'll just watch it with sound. I won't say anything in the first one, but we'll rewind and we'll break it down. So let's get started.
This magical
so
land
good.
has been nearly lost to memory.
The art is just so good.
Keep the stories alive
It's so
as
good.
their world decays, falling into the hands of the quantum shadow. A sliver of hope has been found. It is time to return to the Runiverse.
Let's go.
Explore the Runiverse.
Yo,
and uncover the
we get to
stories of
explore
magic
the
that was
Runiverse.
once thought forgotten. Compete in skill-based combat.
This is going to be epic. This is going to be epic for sure.
With your friends and mint the rewards you earn.
Player
to
progression
claim full
and
ownership on the blockchain.
Rewards. Wow.
Join the exclusive group of watchers. Gain their powerful
Oh my
benefits,
God.
and improve your
Yes.
chances to earn land.
Give
in
me the rings.
Runiverse.
I need
Join
it.
your friends in the Runiverse and return magic to the world. Craft unique items and increase your
Crafting's going to be good.
Enter the portal in the Eve of Memory event. Join the Watchers and stake your claim in the Runiverse.
Oh, it's so good. All right, so we all know it's coming November 8th. I definitely want to rewind and pause at specific places of interest because it's definitely going to be really critical to break it down. So right off the bat, the art is amazing. Love to see what's being built. There's going to be, it seems like there's travel cost. So it seems like we're going to have instance travel between specific places that we're going to want to, gather resources, fight enemies, etc., everything we need to know to, just experience the first part of the Runiverse. So it seems like the mush level 9 to 11. Oh, interesting. So there's leveling as well. That's cool. I didn't see that before. So a lot of traveling. And then the combat is super interesting to see. I don't know how to interpret this yet. I'm going to have to look at that and break it down later. But it seems like we have a gamut of spells at the very bottom with buffs, debuffs, damage types, a way for us to combat enemies in real time, skill-based matchups. And then it seems like there's also gold drops if you win against enemies, along with physical or spirit, some type of material that you'll be using for crafting. I think it's spiritual material. And then there's also your stats for your wizards. So definitely interesting to see it, very D&D style strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and luck being implemented here. And then I think this part was interesting because this was the font of memory, I believe. I'm actually not sure. Yeah, it's a font. Yeah, this is it. This is it. That's cool. That's super nice. I like to see this. This looks epic. Ooh, there's a mini map up here. Okay, I haven't had time to break this down, so I'm just kind of looking at this right now too. But it seems like there's your player at the very bottom here. There's your inventory. I know I'm blocking the way, but anyways, seems like there are different kinds of blueprints with different rarities. Very interesting in your inventory. We can kind of sort and see each one of them. So it seems like there's material packs. And then this was super interesting. Welcome to the Void, Cradle of the World Egg. Yo, we have some gigalore right here. Holy moly. Okay, this was the first instance where we see a in-depth description of the pink ring. So this is the Watcher's Ring of Transience. So wearers of this ring find themselves more in tune with hidden strings that direct the world. So bonuses. We'll break this down in full on what these grant in the blog post, but out of this description, we can kind of see improved mana infusion for item creation, improved mana efficiency at the font of memory, unique player title at on Runiverse launch, so that's definitely going to be cool to have. Unique cosmetic set on Runiverse launch as well as a familiar and mount on the Runiverse launch too. So having a familiar and a mount to travel across the Runiverse is definitely going to be interesting. I definitely want that. And then there's also bonus in-game mana upon linking a ring to a Runiverse Eve of Memory account. Ooh. Okay, so that's the description of the ring. Definitely interesting to see. And then I think we have some more. Okay, so it seems like you can mine resources as well. So you're probably gonna have to craft around. You're probably gonna have to travel around the universe to get resources and such. Okay, that was weird. That was probably a teleporting type of deal. But it seems like we also have the forge. So this has the forge UI, and there's definitely a forge behind here where you can craft items as well. And there's going to be affixes and requirements on how to forge it, all of which can be found in the other blog post. But I'm not going to cover that in the scope of this video because this video is going to be pretty comprehensive anyways. So that's basically what I saw was pretty nice to see inside of the trailer. So the rest of this Twitter post is players will be able to explore this early access build of the game from November 8th through the 15th. Okay, so all of you guys hunting for land, during this period, 1,001 land claim list spots will be available, among many more mintable items exclusive to this event known as Quantum Gifts. So we'll go over this image in the blog post, but I just kind of want to get through the Twitter thread immediately. So this demo will be a vertical slice of the key features we prepared for the full game release. So we prepared a handy infographic illustrating the scope of this event. As a live service MMO, we will of course have plans for continually updating well past the full release as well. We'll also cover these images in just a moment. So watch ring minters. So there are 700. They're going to be minted at the start of the event, with Forgotten Runes holders having priority minting period. We'll cover that in a moment as well. These rings will grant higher odds to receive land, quantum gifts, and daily mana. So whether you have a rune, whether you have a wizard, a soul, etc., everybody will be able to play. You don't necessarily need one. So totally fine, all good. So join us on November 8th and etch your runes in the Forgotten Runiverse, where the core things are crafting items, earning land, exploring the Runiverse, as well as fighting enemies and win enchanting prizes. So we're definitely going to take a look at the blog post below for more in-depth breakdown of the event. It's definitely cool to see the founders, Bear, Snake, Dota, and Elf fighting against some cool monsters on the snowy tundra here. So these okay, this is the blog post, and this is another blog post. So we're gonna go through this Eve of Memory event explainer, and then we'll briefly outline the Watcher ring mint. But I highly recommend you join the Discord. I'm in here. You can ping any of us if you need any questions. But let's jump into the blog post. So the Eve of Memory event launches on November 8th. Again, we've kind of already covered this. So the event will offer the first in-game opportunity to earn Runiverse land. Everything kicks off on November 8th with the ability to enter the Elsewhere to mint Watchers rings and join the ranks of Watchers, a secretive group responsible for bringing wizards and magic back into the Runiverse. So, following the mint, you'll be able to gain access into the Runiverse to experience the world and create to earn in-game for the first time, while earning additional rewards up to and including a Seal of Tenor to claim a land plot NFT in the future. So, we'll break down the image now. So I hope my head's not in the way. Okay, it's not. Okay, good. So starting on November 8th to November 15th, the mint launch is at 9 a.m. PT. So set your alarms accordingly. I think that translates over to noon EST. So take that conversion for what you will. Definitely double check. So mint your Watcher's ring. Improve your chance to earn quantum gifts in Runiverse land. So the wizard window is from 9 a.m. PT, and then the community window is 9:30, and then the public mint, if it even gets to the public mint, since there's only 700 rings, will be at 10 a.m. PT. So game access opens up at 10 a.m. where you can enter the Runiverse, you can create a character, or you can play as your Forgotten Runes wizard, cult wizard, and then we'll be able to play and create, so you'll be able to explore the Runiverse and return magic to the world and earn rewards. So as a reward the rewards are 1,001 land plots and 10,000 quantum gifts. So there's a lot of things to get. Definitely a lot of cosmetics. We'll talk about what the quantum gifts are in just a moment here, but let's keep moving on. So when the event launches, anyone will be able to join the Runiverse and create to earn in the game. So a limited limited mint of 700 Watchers Ring starting at 9 a.m. PT. Access to the gameplay event will begin at 10 a.m. PT. So players will step into Watcher's first foothold into the Runiverse, where the wizard cults are gathered to attempt to return magic and memory to the Runiverse and push back the quantum shadow. So from this foothold, players will equip themselves with powerful artifacts and memory crystals. So that's pretty important because each of these perform specific functions inside the game, and venture into the world to reclaim what has been lost. So let's talk about what's inside of this pre-alpha vertical slice of the gameplay. So, we have obviously a couple of things here. This is just a vertical slice, so it's not going to have everything, of course. Progress persistence is minted only. The content scope is just the core gameplay loops, I'm assuming. There are 6 regions to explore, no cities. The travel type is instance. The level cap is up to level 15, which I believe is just the basic spells and just the basic core gameplay loops. There's up to 80 equipment recipes, so that's a lot to figure out, discover, and play with. There's also 22 enemies to have PvE combat with, 21 spells to definitely cast and have a fun jolly time with. There's no dungeons yet. There will be event specific minting, which is the cosmetics as well as that's the cosmetics, I believe. And then wizard NFTs are just cosmetic only. There aren't any Runiverse benefits to holding a wizard inside of the pre-alpha slice. But as we move into the early access alpha and the beta, and the full release, the content scope of the game expands drastically. We kind of go from 6 regions, to 6 regions, to 36 to 36. We actually have cities, 4, 6, 10. We also have travel type, goes from instance to open world. The level cap actually raises higher to 30, 40, and 50. Equipment recipes goes from 80 to up to 300, 500, 750. So it's going to get crazy. And then PvE combat, the types of enemies actually increase drastically as well, up to 60 plus. Excuse me, I'm losing my breath from the scope of the game. And then PvP combat, which I know a lot of people are juicing for, is actually going to be free for all in the beta as well as ranked in the full release. Definitely going to be very exciting to participate in that. So spells will also drastically increase from 21 to 30 to over to 200 to 300. So that's kind of wild. I know I'm kind of going very deep into the scope of what the game is going to become. But again, why not touch on it right now? Minting is going to get crazy as well. But by all means, take a look at the rest of what is going to be included in the early access up to the full release. So the event is just a vertical slice. We're only going to get the basic parts of the game. It's just intended to help us gather feedback and give you, the community, an opportunity to support the game and become involved with a chance to earn unique rewards. And unique rewards they will be. I'm juiced. I'm so excited, guys. I am beyond stoked. So, Watcher's Rings. Okay, let's open this up in a new tab because I definitely want to zoom in. So there are 7 types of rings. I don't necessarily know what they do, but there is one color for representing each wizard cult. So Ring of Resolve is for the brown wizards. The Ring of Transience for the purple. The Hue Master's Iridescent Ring for, this is just the multicolor ring. And then the Ring of Unity is I think it's the white hats. The Ring of Knowledge is for the blue hats. The Ring of Nurturing for the green hats, obviously. The Ring of Influence for the reds, as well as the Ring of Contentment for the yellow hats. So personally, I am super juiced. I would love to try to RNG my chance for a Ring of Knowledge because I love blue. I love playing blue in MTG and saying no to people and canceling all their spells. Anyways, I also like the Ring of Transience. Blue and purple are peak. You can see it in my logo because I don't know. Anyways, any Watcher's Rings would be epic to mint. Definitely going to try my hand, but let's keep moving on. The collection of rings were created by the secretive Watchers. When the world first began to decay and fall into quantum shadow, the vast majority of the magic in the world was snuffed out. So members of the Watchers from all 7 wizard groups, I can't say this word, otherwise YouTube will demonetize me, because it sounds... Anyways, recognize what was to come and imbued these special rings with magic and knowledge. The wearers of the rings had the unique ability to remember despite their entrapment in the elsewhere and are able to call upon the memories to enhance their skills with mana. Okay, mana is really important. The Watchers collaborated with the wizard cults, resulted in the collection of 8 types of rings that could be worn to access their memories and benefits. So the mint will offer the chance to mint one of 700 rings and join the exclusive group of watchers within the Runiverse. So each of these watchers will have an improved chance to earn land and quantum gifts during the limited time Eve of Memory event. By holding a ring during the event, you'll gain additional mana each day. That's super critical. We'll get to that in just a moment. Premium in-game resources, and have improved reward odds from sacrificing mana at the Font of Memories. So that's why it's important. You have improved reward odds at the Font of Memory, but we'll talk about it in just a moment too. And be able to imbue crafted items for less mana than other players. So especially if you want to spec up your wizard, improve stuff, improve crafting, it's going to be important. So details on the mint in 3 waves. The wizard window is from November 8th, 9 a.m. PT. Set your alarms accordingly for about 30 minutes. So the 30-minute window will allow all members of the Forgotten Runes wizard cult the opportunity to mint a ring before anyone else. Any wallet holding a wizard at 10 a.m. PT on November 7th. So the snapshot is at 10 a.m. PT on November 7th. So if you want to be included in the wizard window and have a whitelisted wallet, you'll have to have a wizard inside of that wallet before 10 a.m. PT on the 7th, which is this Tuesday, not Wednesday, Tuesday. Will be included in the window along with a few specific partners, which I think they expanded it to the souls, but you're gonna have to double check the Discord and just ask. But again, if you have a wizard, it's for wizards. Community window, November 8th, 9:30 a.m. PT to 9:59 PT. The 30-minute window after the wizard window is the community window. It allows engaged community members the chance to mint any remaining rings following the wizard window. I don't know whether it's going to get to this. I don't know. I actually don't know how the bear market doesn't feel like the bear market right now. It feels kind of crazy. So I don't know if it'll get to. It's definitely not getting to the public mint. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, let me reread that. It'll allow engaged community members the chance to mint any remaining rings following the wizard window. We'll generate this community list from a selection of users signed up on our pre-mint, as well as any holders of Forgotten Runes Collections NFTs. For a chance to join the community window, sign up at the pre-mint at premint.xyz/Forgotten Runiverse. I'm not going to include links inside the description because I need you to visit the official links, not. Anyways, the open public mint and the Eve of Memory event live is at 10 a.m. So if any of these, if for some reason the wizard, the Watcher Rings mints gets past the wizard and the community, which I personally don't think it will, it will be open to the public. So following the community window, anyone with a wallet may connect and mint any remaining rings. This coincides with the launch of the game build for the Eve of Memory event, so anyone can jump directly into the Runiverse to begin their adventure and race to earn one of their limited Seal of Tenor and Quantum gifts. So for the full details and FAQ on the mint, check out the mint guide and the FAQ blog. We will touch on that in a moment. So let's talk about gameplay rewards, because this is really important. This is probably going to be what you're going to want to get. So, excuse me. Oh my gosh, so much stuff going on. Okay. With a little help from the few remaining mages in the physical world, a window from the elsewhere has become a door to the Runiverse. The wizards of the past who were once banished must return magic to the world in order to restore the memory of what was and push back the absence. Along the way, you'll discover fragments of the past and earn your place within the Runiverse. So, nice, pretty epic combat status. Love to see the combat. So, by collecting recipes, crafting items, and exploring the Runiverse, so 3 things: recipes, items, and exploring, you will earn mana and return it to the world through crafting and claiming blessings from the Font of Memory. So we saw the Font of Memory in the trailer. We know where to get that. Burn mana at the Font of Memory to release it back into the Runiverse and earn a special blessing in return. Doing so will earn you crafting materials, quantum gifts, or seals of Tenor. So let's we'll go over this in just a moment. So crafting materials can be used to create equipment and crystals to empower your character with new spells and to improve their stats and allow you to venture further into the Runiverse. So you're going to have to balance between using mana to getting blessings, as well as, crafting to get better items, so then you can, progress faster inside of the Runiverse pre-alpha slice. So let's talk about this image here, because this image is really important. to read through. Exchange mana for blessings. This is probably the most important thing you're going to watch in this video. So definitely read this. Exchange mana for blessings from the elsewhere. You will earn materials, gold, and mana, quantum gifts, and even seals of Tanner. Every 10th blessing guarantees a rare reward. Okay, so every 10th blessing guarantees a rare reward. And every 250th blessing guarantees a seal of Tanner, proof of land ownership in the Runiverse. Okay. That is very, very interesting, personally speaking. So it's like, we can see that one blessing costs 50 mana. Okay? One blessing costs 50 mana. 10 blessings cost 500. So if you go ahead and just blast that 500 mana and, get 10 blessings, that means you'll get one rare, and then the other 9 will be RNG. So I don't know what that rate is going to be. I'm excited to see. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see what that RNG distribution is going to look like. But again, 250th blessing is the Seal of Tanner, which is the proof of land. So you'll be able to get a piece of land inside the Runiverse. I'm not sure what size it's going to be, whether it's like, the 8x8, the 16x16, the 32x32, the 64x64. Definitely not 128, because that's the cities. There's only 7 of those there, so that's probably not it. But definitely going to be interesting. I don't necessarily know what the conversion. I don't know how fast we're going to be able to, grind the game loops in order to get mana. So I don't know. The meta is still yet to be discovered. We don't know yet. So, anyways, let's move on. That was really important, but let's see what else there is in here. So, quantum gifts will grant their owner a special item in the full game's release. So this is not the Seal of Tanner, but we're going to talk about the 10,000 quantum gifts now. So these quantum gifts can be minted to Arbitrum. So we're working on Arbitrum to grant you the ability to display, trade, or resell them. Unminted quantum gifts will be tracked in the game's database and can be claimed with the same account at the game's full release. So I believe that is an email, if you have an email. Correct me if I'm wrong. 10,000 total quantum gifts will be available to be earned during the Eve of Memory event. So let's talk about let's also talk about the Seal of Tanner here. So a Seal of Tanner grants the owner an in-game land plot of a specific size. We don't know what it is because it's probably going to be RNG. Seals will not be mintable during the event. Okay. Accounts that earn a Seal of Tanner will be added to the claim list and will be able to mint their land plot after our first public land sale. Okay. Pretty key important information. So if you earn a land seal, you got to hold on to it on your account until the public land sale goes live. We don't know when that's going to be, but it's definitely going to be interesting to have a claim to a plot of land inside the Runiverse. So 1,001 total seals of Tanner will be available in the Font of Memory during the Eve of Memory event. So there's going to be 10,000 quantum gifts, and then there's going to be, on top of that, 1,001 total seals of Tanner. So I don't know why they chose 1,001 rather than just 1,000. Does that mean the 1 is a special land? I don't know. But anyways, while a Watcher's Ring is not required to step through the portal from the elsewhere, those who wear them will find great benefits inside the Runiverse. Be sure to sign up and join the community mint window at this official link here, and keep up to date on the event at Twitter /Runiverse Game. So for everybody who is looking to play the game, sign up for the pre-mint, be very wary of scams. Please, please, please use only the official links, and just join the Discord. Please be safe, everybody. So we are going to move on to the details of the minting guide for the Watcher's Rings. This is a really critical point if you want to get a Watcher's Rings, okay? So we're very excited for the Eve of Memory event to be launching on November 8th. This post provides an overview of the on-chain elements of the event, the Watcher's Ring on Layer 1, just Ethereum, and the purchase of mana in-game, as well as the in-game minting of quantum gifts on L2, Layer 2, Arbitrum. So to mint a Watcher's Ring, purchase mana, or mint a quantum gift from in-game, you'll need Ethereum and a crypto wallet. Okay, so The Watcher's Ring mint. So it's a limited mint. Improve your chance to earn quantum gifts and Seal of Tanner in the Eve of Memory event. So there's 700 Watcher rings. Where to mint? The official link is right here. The price is 0.015 ETH each. So if you want to mint a ring, you will have to have 0.015 plus gas. I don't know if there's going to be a gas war, guys. So definitely have some like ETH gas. There are limits. There's one per wallet. So there's one per wallet. So the mint begins at 9 a.m. PT. We already talked about this. Let's talk about the benefits. Okay. The first one is the most important. You can claim bonus mana, which is a premium resource in the game. So each day you can get 250 to 500 mana per ring during the Eve of Memory event. This is significant because 250 to 500 mana per ring, if we go look at the Font of Memory, that is anywhere. So you can see how the 10 blessings is 500 mana. So each ring, depending on what the rarity of the ring is or what color, I'm not sure, is going to be able to just directly use mana to get the blessings, right? Or you can use the mana to imbue items or craft, etc., etc. But right off the bat, I mean, each ring will generate 250 to 500 mana per ring each day. So that's 5 blessings to 10 blessings a day. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. So I mean, that's like 10 rewards each day. So that out of the entire 7 days of the game, I think a ring would generate around 30. So if you do 7 times 5 blessings each day, so I think at the minimum it's like 35. Sorry, I'm doing the rough math in my head. It's like 35 to 70 blessings out of the 250 that you'll need to get the Seal of Tanner. So if you're looking to get land, then the ring will account for 35 to 70 out of the 250 blessings you'll need. So you'll need to grind for what's 250 minus 70, 180 to about 215 blessings. So if you multiply that in terms of mana, I think that's 9,000 to 11,000 mana. I'm not sure. I can't do the math in my head. But anyways, that's really important. So to have that. There's also improved odds of earning quantum gifts or Seal of Tanners as a blessing from the Font of Memory. So there's a 5 to 10% chance per account during the Eve of Memory event. There's also reduced cost to imbue crafted items with mana to improve the potential crafting outcome during the Eve of Memory event. So there's about a 30 to 50% discount on costs to imbue mana into crafted items. So that's honestly, that's a really powerful, that's pretty powerful. Then there's also, of course, the exclusive titles, cosmetics, bonus mana, as well as the mounts, etc., etc. And then they do talk about the minting windows here as well. And then we do want to outline the quantum gifts. So during the gameplay event, so what are quantum gifts, right? You'll be able to earn quantum gifts from the Font of Memory or by crafting a perfect item. Oh, yo, that's crazy. I didn't see that part. Oh my God. I feel like every time I read this, I'm just reading more new things. So each quantum gifts contains a unique cosmetic. So this is like unique cosmetics, right off the bat. So if you're bullish on Forgotten Runiverse, I mean, if you have Gen 1 cosmetics, I mean, I can't say anything about the speculation on unique cosmetics, Gen 1, but that will become available in the full release of Forgotten Runiverse. But you're never going to see those. You're never going to see these types of cosmetics again, I would assume. From mounts and familiars to items and decoration blueprints. So they're all very cosmetic based, right? But there are probably some really cool stuff inside. So these gifts can be minted to Arbitrum using the in-game menu, allowing them to be bought and sold on secondary markets. That's interesting. That's very interesting, actually. So we'll be able to see the cosmetic marketplace go online first. That's interesting. So if you do not choose to mint your quantum gift, it will be tied to your game account and can be claimed at the full release of the game. So to mint a quantum gift, you will need to have a wallet connected and switch to the Arbitrum network. So you'll also be required to sign the transaction and pay gas on Arb's network, which means you'll need to bridge gas to Arbitrum, etc., etc. And Arbitrum's technology keeps gas fees very low and ensures quick transaction time. So let's talk about in-game mana. let's talk about in-game mana. Okay. So we read through this. We know that every 10 blessings gets you a rare reward. Seems like there are 4 rarities, from the most common to I guess uncommon, then rare, and then legendary. I don't know. But definitely interesting to see. There's 10 every 10 blessings. There's a rare reward. Every 250th blessing. Oh my god, dude! Guarantees a seal of tenor. I am like totally tripping up on the words right now. But anyways, you'll be able to earn mana by crafting items and sacrificing them in the temple to release their creative energies. You'll be able to also directly purchase mana in-game using ETH on either Arbitrum or L1. Any unspent mana will be retained by the account for use in future events or the game's full release. Very interesting. So you're going to have to earn mana by crafting items and sacrificing them at the temple. So you'll need to visit temples and know where those are, and then you'll be able to use it in the font of memory. Or you can just buy mana using ETH. Interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. We'll have to see what that conversion rate is. But so FAQ, why should I participate in the event? So you can get an early look, provide feedback, you can get rewards, etc., etc. We kind of talked about everything here, but then it kind of goes over, how to get ETH, how do I get on the early wizard window, and then it kind of goes over that as well. But I would definitely read through. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I would definitely read through the FAQ, especially if you are more interested in how the game mechanics works, etc., etc. Again, there's a ton of blog posts in the Forgotten Runiverse, runiverse.world site, where it kind of goes over, the event itself, as well as the Epic Game Store news. Okay, that was cool. I saw that. But again, I'm just kind of going off into the Aether now. There's a lot of blog posts that outline how to play the game, every single part of the game, including the white paper, land itself, how to craft, the Arbitrum integration. But again, if you want to know more about the Eve of Memory event, that was just kind of my breakdown overall of the game. I'm definitely super excited to basically play the game and figure everything out. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely hope it helps you, especially breaking down every single piece. And do let me know if you're going to mint a Watcher's Ring, as well as play the Runiverse Pre-Alpha. So you know where to find me on Twitter and Discord. I'll just keep the basic links in the description below, not the mint links, because I need you guys to just look for the official links and just not get wrecked. Okay, please be safe when minting. Okay, so that's all I got for today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.